one last night. I was scared. I woke up this morning like... I woke up and I got to get 20 minutes to sleep. Ready?
Ready?
I just took like 20 minutes to sleep in the morning so I can shower and stuff.
Yeah, but it never works like that, mate.
Well, that's it. Plan to here at half past, like, well, that's what's my plan, right?
Yeah, you should have got like dogs on the wire or something.
Excellent fielding. Direct hit from the cover zone. The umpire says no.
Up, please. Sorry, you stay up. Stay back. Another one. Up, please.
Oh, they scuffed it out like that. White mate, no. Are we on 22? They lose. No, the one. We'll down to that. Another one. He'll, I think, do it out. I think sometimes it's going to be time, I reckon. It's one of those things. Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah. Go back to back. Yeah, you like that now. I was just having that exact same conversation. Why hasn't I done this?
Right. That's not going to go, boys.
There we have it, the first boundary of the day, 4 runs.
Go, Ben. Yeah, give it up.
Nice, Jamie.
Three overs down in this clash between the Western Power and the Northern Kings, and the Western Power won the toss and batted first. And after 3 overs, they are none for 15. The Brisbane Premier League would like to thank the Queensland Cricketers Club, official catering partner of the BPL. 4 overs down, and the score for the Western Power is none for 20. Simple 10 not out, Cross 9 not out, 4 overs down, none for 20 for the Western Power. Into the bowling attack for the first time today from the clubhouse end, Jack O'Neill. That's a super effort out on the boundary, saving crucial runs. That's 25 rows back into the grandstand. 6 runs. That is how you come back after a 6. He's grabbed the wicket and the first one is down. One for 29. The first wicket falls in the Brisbane Premier League. We'd like to thank Mazda, major partner of the Brisbane Premier League Seniors Tournament. And folks, if you haven't yet, please make sure you sign in and check in with the Queensland Government QR codes around the buildings at the ground today. We will stay COVID safe.
Yeah, we normally got the little mix-up. Nah.
5 overs down, the
Does it go
score is
straight to
1 for 30 in the clash here on field 2 between the Western Power and the Northern Kings. The Power decided to bat first when they won the toss, and after 5 overs they are 1 for 30.
That's the wrong input for it. That little AV input. But let's see. Let's see if it's really watch. I'll ring that.
Got slick.
That's really nicely played, got down low. Lead by 4 runs. Six overs down, and the score for the Western Power is 1 for 38.
Yeah.
job, Jack.
You got 11 out right now. You just finished. Yeah. I was standing that man.
I only went to the screen. It says video unavailable. So I was trying to check if that. I've unplugged it now just in case, but I was trying to check if it was working. It literally says playback has been disabled by video.
Are you in that group?
Yeah.
Just add mate, let's go. This should work now.
Nothing seems to be working.
Ooh.
That hits.
Well, nice one, you. How's that glue? Centre? Oh, you might like it, though. Good, mate.
One, mate.
Jake, Sammy. Ball short.
Should work.
Testing, testing. Mic check, mic check. Bowling for tea.
What numbers is this? 9 cents.
No, 5. I think there might be the issue was I think they didn't actually know this game was going to be on this field. So it might not be on the right stream, on the right link. It might be a different link.
Yeah, it's field 2, like you said.
Yeah.
But this turned into 1.
Yeah.
7 overs down for the Western Power. The score is 1 for 42. They are going at a
There's
run
also
rate
no
of
stream
roughly
in
6
Field
and
3.
over.
So it says there's a stream of this one, but you go to it, it says video unavailable. But there's not even an option to watch the other game.
Click on the YouTube and say, go, watch it YouTube.
It doesn't even like that. Just lights up YouTube. Oh, there it is. There it is on YouTube.
She's on.
Hello, hello. There we go.
We're now live.
We've done it, mate. Now you got to sort the other game.
I need to get you a 10.
So here we have Northern Kings Western Power.
What's the score, Joel?
What a question. And as soon as I pull up my Brisbane Premier League app. Western Power are 1 for 43 here in the 8th over. Calvin Cochran bowling from the Air Force end.
Cross batting.
Well, no breeze today, which has been different to every other day. We've had very, very strong breezes coming towards the leg side of the right-handed batsman of this team. Big thing for the Kings is Andrew Goad. Looks like he might be out with a glute injury. Not just the captain of the Kings, but opening batsman. Normally bowls 4 overs, so that's a huge loss.
Oh, massive. Who's going on 20 up?
So there's a lot of guys going on 40 in this comp. Boys in the Brisbane Premier League's age. Can't miss that in a ring. Sipple. Michael Sipple. Well, another older member of the Brisbane Premier League.
Possibly the oldest. 40. So Sipple's been doing a little bit of damage with this morning.
I spoke with Michael before Western Power's first game on day one, and he was expecting to not play at all. He was assuming he was going to be 16th man for the whole tournament. I was a little bit shocked when, due to injuries and other things, he's started every game. So,
Well, he got a more than a run of ball 30 last week.
gone after that ball, but again, which is, he's 21 off 25 this morning. Kings are
That
not.
suggests he's still on it.
Oh, mate, I'd say he's better than me. So what can I say? The thing is, as we saw last week, this Kings side has no issue putting on runs.
8 overs down, and the score is 1 for 47.
No, they don't.
Sipple
What
is
he's
21
saying
not out. Wood is 9 not out.
He's a pass score against the Kings.
We got to take Goad out, and Goad's been
And just a reminder at the moment, over on
30 or
field
15 every
3,
game
the Marlins
so far,
are
so-
playing the
But you need
Magic.
to be 180 plus if ground gets going, right? That 100 he hit last week. Whew.
There you
Go,
go.
Sammy, Sammy!
Yeah. Sammy settles up. That's an easy catch for the big fella.
Sam Wilson.
Sam
Yeah,
Wilson
picked
has a
out the
very,
man
very
in the
safe
deep,
set of
and Wood
hands.
goes
Left-hander from
for
North.
9, and the score now 2
Yeah, the Kings
for
do have a very
47.
north heavy lineup.
And bottom heavy. Look at Sam Wilson.
He's an interesting bat too, Sam Wilson. He can hit a long ball, but he tends to take a little while to get
He's a big boy and he can get nervy, but yeah, I agree.
What number one, Chris?
He does take a little bit to
I can
wind
go
up.
a second one.
It is an absolutely spectacular day here at Ivan Marsden. So if you're watching the stream, you want to get down, there's going to be some great cricket today. A lot of teams are going to get some wins before finals next week.
It's the last round, isn't it, Joel?
Before-
Such a short, condensed period. It kind of catches up on you.
And also, like, it puts a lot of pressure on every game, means something. Like, you can't take a game off because you're playing 2 games a day and you got to be back and ready. And next week, out at Redlands to the finals.
19th of September. 19th semi-finals and finals.
And a cracking venue at that Redlands Cricket Club. Home of Marnus Labuschagne. Yeah, Jimmy Pearson's out there. I've got to know Jimmy pretty well recently, and I continue to say that the Australian selectors need to stop being so in love with Alex Carey and start looking at old Jimmy.
It's going well.
Good dude too.
Marnus, Haslam, Jimmy.
Good side that Redlands team. Oh! That is straight through Sipple.
That is an excellent piece of bowling to grab another wicket.
Yeah, mate.
And the score is now 3 for 47.
They got 15 off 13. One bomb.
It's a game now. So to see the back of Sippel and Jake Cross.
Sipple's still out there. That was the captain.
Harry Wood.
That is the 3rd wicket for Jack O'Neill. He's bowling beautifully this morning and is
After
now
just
on a
updated, it was
hat-trick.
Sipple. It had.
Yeah.
There's Harry still standing there. Here comes Emmanuel Peterson.
Lucky, they call it. Lucky Peterson.
Got the maroon helmet on. There's the green. Green jerseys.
No flag.
No Steve Paulson today. Normally opens the batting with Jake Cross.
Yeah, it's a big boxing power.
So Michael Sipple was the man to open with Crossy today. Missing the $1 million man, maybe.
Batsman in the middle is Bryn Llewellyn.
Man. Can you check the Marlins score?
check on the bosses of the team here. On field 3 at the moment, Coastal Marlins 2 for 55 in the 8th against the very powerful Morton Magic.
Who's out?
Chris Glass and Zach Point. Corey Hunter's just hit another boundary. He's 21 off 21. Josh Matthews there, 10 off 11.
Oh, that's nice.
The good thing about this tournament is most teams bat at least 7 or 8 deep.
Like, that's 9, 10.
You can't take a moment off as a fielding side. So Colombo's going to chase that hard. Scott Colombo is one of the best fielders in the Queensland Premier Cricket competition. He was awarded a couple seasons ago with the 13th man jumper in an Australia T20 game in the Gold Coast. Struggled to put his vest on when going out to field, but he reckons he got stitched up by Ashton Agar, but he just struggled to put it on.
Colombo.
Giving us a wave. Come leaps and bounds with his batting in the last couple seasons as well.
Yeah, he's starting to put some serious stats together.
Defending the ball on a very aggressive line. Really attacking the stunts. Doesn't look like it's spinning very much, so doesn't have to worry about going too far on the kick with the right hand.
That's an outstanding over from Jack O'Neill. 2 wickets and just the 1 run coming from it. 9 overs down now, and the score is 3 for 48.
2 for 1 in the 9. That's huge.
That's massive bowling. Gopi to continue. Gopi bowled spectacularly last week, and it said yesterday, against the Morton Magic in that firecracker of a game. We saw 400 runs put on in that game. And all the kicks, Dingo's put on 220.
In the bowling attack for the first time today is Ramgaria.
Gopi Ramgaria.
He's very quick through his run-up, very jumpy, very excited when he's in the field. Obviously loves his cricket. It's also very funny to see him stand next to Sam Wilson. The difference in size is amusing.
Gopi.
Tom Healy, I think, must have the captaincy duties with Gold out, which is not a bad thing to have a guy like Tom Healy able to direct the troops. Bit short. There's a sweeper out there on that long boundary.
He mops that up fairly comfortably.
But you won't want to drag too many down though, because Sickle,
I think if you do that again.
And that's the 50 up for the Western Power.
the power will be ready to go. Bryn Llewellyn is no mug with the bat. This Western Power team. But I'm very excited. This is the 3rd Western Power game I've got to watch. So these are my 2 biggest sides. Then 3 Northern Kings games, 3 Power. All that's straight up.
That Bryn. No.
And that one goes straight up, and it is gone. And the 4th wicket is down now for the Western Power.
We were mucking around with things,
And it's the spinners who were doing the damage. O'Neill with 3 wickets for Ramgaria grabs one now.
It's all happening here on field 2.
451 at the fall of that wicket
51
for the Western Power. As he goes in on the halfway point of this innings.
straight up. The man we were talking about just before, Scott Colombo, settled under it. He's not going to miss that. One of the nicer days we've had in the Brisbane Premier League here at Ivan.
The batsman out in the middle is Dylan McLaughlin.
Dylan McLaughlin out at the crease. The right-handed bat. Oh, Bryn, very aerial, just out of the way of Gopi's hands there, and rolls it around to mid-on for a single. So Dylan McLaughlin now on strike. McLaughlin loves to go over cover. That's his shot. It's where he scores most of his runs. But if Gopi pulls it down, he won't have any issues trying to go along with either. It's a great ball there. And a wonderful over. Spin is doing absolute carnage here for the Northern Kings. Jack O'Neill, 3 overs, 3 for 14. Gopi Ramgaria, 2 overs, 1 for 12.
That is the halfway point in the first innings here. The Western Power batting against the Northern Kings after Power won the toss and elected to bat first. And they are 4 for 52 after 10. My basic maths skills tell me they are going at 5.2 and over.
Bryn Llewellyn becoming a very key part of this batting attack. If the Power are going to put on a big score. Rolls it in. Colombo comes around on the circle. Good pick up. Slight stumble in the field. He's done well to keep that to 1. So this will be Jack O'Neill's last, and he has bowled spectacularly this morning. It's another fine example of the importance of taking pace off the ball in T20. Make the batsman do the hard work. Dylan McLaughlin has some hard work to do here, along with the Western Power batting lineup. Neil floats it up, misses the ball. A lot of pressure right now on this Western Power lineup. They know the strength of the Northern Kings batting attack. Oh. Even without Andrew Goad, this Northern Kings batting attack is pretty sensational. And that's very lucky there. Bryn Llewellyn has nearly been run out in the most unlucky way you can face in cricket. But Jack O'Neill here having one of the absolute spells of the tournament. As it's been 1 run of this 4th over. Bryn Llewellyn now on strike. And another dot ball. Special bowling from Jack O'Neill. That one's just pierced the field. They'll look for 2. They need to look for 2 at least. They're running hard. Very, very good running from the Western Power to get 3 off that ball. As the 11th over comes to a close, they are 4 for 54. A lot of
that finishes an excellent 4-over spell for Jack O'Neill. He finishes with 3 for 19.
3 for 19.
Super impressive start to the day.
That is one of the spells of the tournament so far, and to do it on the last day of the regular rounds here is a big time.
11 overs down, and the score for the Western Power is 4 for 57.
Gopi to continue from the Air Force end. Bryn Llewellyn on strike. Bryn Llewellyn's gone well after that ball. That'll be 4 much needed runs
That's
for
the
the
way to
Western
start the
Power.
over for the Western Power. 4 runs, 2 recovers.
Ignore the ground announcer, that was over mid-wicket for the left-hander. You might get a sneaky bit of Andrew Goad walking across, stumbling across. Not a sight the Northern Kings fans would want to see is Goad not in playing attire, but I'm sure he's confident in his teammates. One more to Bryn Llewellyn there as he knocks it down to Big Sammy at mid-on. Auckland now. Yet to get going. 1 off 4. Oh, he's done the reverse sweep and he's played it beautifully. That's 4 runs.
That's a beautifully played reverse sweep for 4 runs all the way along the carpet.
That is modern cricket at its finest there. Playing an absolutely perfect reverse. What are you talking? Josh Brown. Oh! You gotta be feeling pretty good about this so far, Brownie. But what's the thoughts on no Andrew Goad, mate? It's gotta be a big loss for the team. Who will be joining you at the top of the order? Josh Brown has stated that he'll be opening by himself. Thinks he's that good that he doesn't need anyone else on his team. There's another wicket for the Northern Kings.
And the spinners continue to do the damage here
Bryn Llewellyn.
for the Northern Kings. A second wicket for Rangari and a fine piece of keeping as well.
Tom Healy
And the
very
Western
quick to get
Tower
those
are
bails
now
off.
5 down.
Is Tom captain? Tom the standing captain today, Tom Healy. Very quick to remove those bails and remove Bryn Llewellyn. Was a danger man in that
The Brisbane Premier League would like to thank Mazda, major partner of the Brisbane Premier League Seniors Tournament. And we'd like to remind all players, spectators and guests to please check in with the Queensland Government QR codes around the grounds as we stay COVID safe here at Ivor Marsden today.
One more ball left in the 12th over. Western Power in a bit of trouble, 5 for 67. Josh Brown might chase that down himself in 3 overs. Harry Austin comes to the crease with a lot of work to do for the Western Power. It's also not helping me at all. Like, go Peter bowl the last ball of the over. Oh! It's gonna just pull up.
Ollie!
So, very close. It would have been a great catch by Tom Healy to take that one. But Josh Brown runs back onto the field.
12 overs down here on field 2 at Ivor Marsden in this Brisbane Premier League clash between the Western Power and the Northern Kings. The Power won the toss, elected to bat first, and after 12 overs they are 5 for 70. Going at about 5.83 per over.
5 for 70, you've got to think not enough at this stage. The Kings going to stick with spin because, let's be honest, it's working very well. But their pacemen did do very well up the top too. Rob Fitzgerald, 2 overs, none for 11, and Joseph Pratt, 2 overs, none for 8. Harry Austin just going to work that away on the inside. That seems does the fielding. He's runner to the bowling. It's kind of darted that one into the wicket a little bit more. They get two very valuable runs for the Western Power right here. This is the Mazda Brisbane Premier. Lachlan's got to that on the full, but
Nice, mate. Good. Well
straight out to big signal at mid-off. Some pretty regulation out there. Harry Austin. It's short. He's just flipped it away. They're going to push for two. And do it comfortably in the end. Oh, all backed up by Gracie. There's the ball goes under Tom Hill's gloves. And Tom Hill quickly lets everyone know it was a 7:30 start. So. Oh, he's got Harry Austin just sort of fishing outside off something. Not ideal. A good bit of bowling. 1 run. Kings will take that. No boundaries off the over. And the pressure continues to build on the Western Power batsmen. We've got to think one of these guys has to start really upping the tempo if they want.
That was a better over for the Western Power. 7 runs coming from it. 13 overs down now, and the score is 5 for 77. And the Brisbane Premier League would like to thank the Queensland Cricketers Club, official catering partner of the BPL.
Kelvin Cochran back into the attack, so back to the pace here for the Northern Kings. Great ball to start the over. He played nicely out to square leg. And we get 2 more. Good cricket. Oh, and complete shambles there. The ball's nearly snuck its way through onto the stumps, and then a mix-up between the batsmen. In the end, dot ball. Cochran coming in again. And then soft hands just dropping it to Tom Healy. And they shuffle through for a single.
Outstanding, came in.
What can do for his team? And that's another dot ball. Talk to his mark now. Coming in. And another break. Dot ball after dot ball. Only seemingly broken up by singles at the moment. Pace off that short ball. And McLaughlin's half-heartedly gone after it and taken it to the body. And that's the end of the over. 14 overs gone. 5 for 81.
Overs down now, and the score is 5 for 81.
Tunga to continue here from the clubhouse end. Field 3 after 14.2, the Coastal Miles are 4 for 104. It was an aggressive shot, but still just...
Good, mate. Really well ball.
I'm getting off.
As the over comes to a close. And we are 15 overs gone. The Western Power are 5 for 87 here at the Mazda Brisbane Premier League. Ivan Marsden overlooking an absolute picture today. Blue skies. Not that freezing wind that we've had the last couple of weeks. So it's a lovely day for cricket. Hearing some talk around me that the pitch might be a little bit slow out here on field 2 today. Might be like the spinners are being so effective, but
15 overs down now, and the score is 5 for 87. Current run rate for the Western Power is 5.8 per over.
Melvin Cochran to continue.
I did email him yesterday, he said, and I didn't hear back. Well, I did email him, he said, all good. Nice, Brady. I didn't hear back. I think, once they
Joseph Pratt
once they sort of they all
brought the big
how
opening
busy it is.
right
They
alley
just
back
sort of
on.
farm around.
And Harry Austin runs him down here to backward point, which OP is more than happy to do the fielding. Some signs of aggression there from Dylan McLaughlin. Moved his feet, but great job by Joseph Pratt. And it's, again, just a single. Had to Scotty Colombo there.
Where are you going? We're on here today, aren't we? So I'm going to move this as well. Yeah, we're on this field. So, what do you reckon would be the best way to move this as well through?
Ends up being a full toss, and just again, a single. Very awesome. Brown there, dropping the ball in the attempt to get the ball back to the bowler there. What can McLaughlin make happen here? Oh well, nothing. Oh, and a mix up. Oh, Pratt wanted to let that go, but with no backup right there. It was a hit or give up runs, and he's happy to just take the dot ball. Another fantastic over here for the Northern Kings. I mean, I know they need runs, that was inventive. Last ball the over. Only 3 off it. McLaughlin looking to score. He's moving around in his crease. But just a dot ball to Josh Brown to cover. And that's the end of another big over for the Northern Kings. Only 3 runs off it. 16 overs gone, 5 for 90. It looks like we'll see Rob Fitzgerald come
Just
back.
4 overs remaining for the Western Power. After 16, they are 5 for 90. Jack O'Neill has been the pick of their bowlers thus far. He finished his 4 overs at 3 for 19. And his score is now 5 for 90 after 16 overs.
Is the pitch slow?
Brisbane Premier League would like to thank Mazda, major partner of BPL Seniors
There you
Tournament.
have it from Scott Colombo himself. It says the Western Power just not batting well.
The Kings are back in
Thing
action
with
straight away
Colombo,
after
he's
this game.
still got a
On
bat
field
yet,
2
so
again,
who
taking on the
knows?
Wave Riders.
Are you getting the call up to the opening spot, mate?
And the Power have their second game of the day.
Staying
2
at
o'clock
3.
this afternoon on field 1.
They
against
say
the
number
Wave
3 is
Riders
where you've got
also.
your best batsman. I don't think that's
And
the
you
case
can
with
catch
the
that
Northern
game
Kings.
on KO.
And here is Rob Fitzgerald. That's short and wide and a dot ball. It's the sort of ball at this time of this sort of innings when you're struggling to get runs that you need to at least get bat on. Correct. Commentary from Long On here by Scott Colombo, the worst facial hair in the Brisbane Premier League. He's gone after it. The ball's just short of Big Sammy. Mid off. And 1 more to the score. And some almost sarcastic clapping from Scott Colombo.
See no better shirt.
Another dot ball. Colombo rightfully puts his hands up as if that was coming to him because that's exactly where Dylan McLaughlin was aiming. I do think his plan was to hit it over Colombo's head, but instead, straight through to Tom Healy's gloves. Takes the pace off that one, and it'll be squirted out. So Pratt there at deep cover, and they'll get 2.
It's huge.
comments from the Northern Kings fielders about the size of the boundary there. Maybe some concerns that they themselves won't be able to clear it. Great ball there from Fitzgerald. Really jammed McLaughlin up. And that's a single. This has been another great bit of bowling here from the Northern Kings bowlers in this over. A lot of people going into the tournament were talking about the batting strength of the Northern Kings, and rightfully so. But, geez, they've bowled well in this tournament, especially again today. Fitzgerald, and he's gone after that. It's aerial. It'll fall safe, and it'll fall for 4 runs.
It's a nice lofted boundary over the covers, 4 runs. Good way to finish the over. And they'll need a few more boundaries as they ramp up here to finish their 20. The Western Power, they won the toss and elected to bat first today.
17
here
overs
against
scored,
the
5 for 98 here. Joseph coming back on.
17 overs down, and the score is 5 for 98. That's 3 overs to go here for the Western Power.
Well, it's good to see Harry Austin be aggressive off that last ball there. They need to keep that going. They can't really take any balls off here for the next few overs. They really need to be aggressive if they want to put on any sort of competitive score here, the Power. And there's the aggression we're talking about. It's very high. And it will be long enough, and that's 6 runs.
That's the kind of hitting they need. An excellent start to the over, 6 runs.
McLaughlin's been looking to get after.
And that brings up the 100 for the Western Power in the 18th over.
Couldn't quite get it, but he's done it here as the Western Power. It's just tick over that 100 mark. Right, to continue. And it's a no ball call. Front foot no ball.
The front foot no ball as well, so this is a free hit.
Joseph Pratt there trying to get a little bit more on that ball after the 6 and slightly overextended. So this will be a free hit. Western Power cannot lose a wicket here unless they are running. What is Pratt going to do? We know McLaughlin's going to be aggressive. Stepped across, and a great bit of bowling right there. It is very much the Kings in the driver's seat here this morning. But the Power, very, very good bowling attack as well. So that's slapped mid-wicket. And it's a great fielding. Jacko Neal out there has done a great bit of work to save that from being a boundary. Power did get 2. So merely making some adjustments to the field after seeing the way Harry was going after his spearhead. He's gone high and long. Colombo looked like he was settling under it, but it's just got enough.
That's the second maximum of the over. Now pulling the trigger now, the Western Power.
Finally
they
starting
runs.
to get a few away. This is what the Power need. Score's starting to look a lot better. Oh, that's a great ball by Joseph Pratt. So we've reached the last ball of this over. And he's gone. So McLaughlin not overly happy with the call. It was a fine edge, but the umpire has said, "You've hit it, mate." And Tom Healy
6th wicket goes down
and Joseph Pratt were
at
very,
the
very
end of
confident.
the 18th over after some lusty hitting.
And that is a huge wicket to lose at this point of the game. McLaughlin was finally showing some life at the back end of this power batting attack.
15 runs coming from that over for the Western Power, and 18 overs down now. They are 6 for 113.
113 on the board, 2 overs to go. I said a little bit earlier that you need 180 to beat this
Current
Kings
run
attack.
rate for the Power is just a touch over 6.2 per over,
Well
with
short
2
of
overs to go.
Fitzgerald's bowl. What'll be the last over of his? Down here from the clubhouse end. Going off that. Oh, just out of Wilson's reach. It's a big
And
man.
straight run
He's
4
stuck
to
the
start
hand
the
out.
18th over, 19th over.
Don't think anyone would have got that.
Scott Palumbo with some insight. Doesn't think anyone would have got that. But you know deep down, if you know Scott Palumbo, you know deep down he thinks I've got that. Full aerial to his right. Good shot. Mary Austin, it needs to keep going here though. It's going. Oh, it's going to fall short of Palumbo. And just the single. With some insight there, Mr. Palumbo, did you feel like you could have been more aggressive there? No? Played it safe. Saved the boundary, he says. Smart cricket. And then he fakes a back injury. Just for safekeeping, he fakes a back injury. Shall to continue. Oh, that's aerial. It's going to fall between 3 Kings players there. 3 Kings players. Palumbo didn't commit. Brown didn't really commit. And it falls safely. Rob Fitzgerald begging for some support from his field here. And that's aerial again. It's going to get over Sam Wilson. Oh, and just trickles away. That's 4 very, very valuable runs.
It's a locked it off drive, another 4 runs. Very valuable at this time of the innings.
There's Donald White that has joined Harry Austin up there. Watching, I think. And that's over the top as well. 4
That's
more.
excellent batting as well. Only covers 4 more. And the foot definitely to the floor now for the Western Power with 2 deliveries left in their 19th over.
Good to think potentially too little too late from the Power, but it's good to see them throwing some willow around.
105, that's not bad. Heavy on that.
And that's very high. Sam Wilson with the big call of mine and gets there, the big fella. He has a very safe
That's a
set.
very good catch coming forward from the deep to snackle that one.
He called it early, he moved
And the
well,
7th wicket falls for the Western Power.
and he has
With
very,
just 1
very
point.
safe
Yeah.
innings.
Oh, that's the end of the 19th over. There you go.
We're going to have 1 over to go here. No people going to bowl.
19 overs gone now, and the score 7 for 127.
He's just hovering.
1 over remaining here for the Western Power in their clash against the Northern Kings on PS2 in the Brisbane Premiers, and I'd like to thank Mazda. major partner of the Brisbane Premier League Seniors Tournament.
This is
Just a reminder, folks, players, spectators, officials, if you're just arriving today, please make sure you check in with the Queensland Government QR codes around the ground to stay COVID safe here in the Brisbane Premier League.
Gavin Bob the last year. Well, he's got that very well. Over Wilson's head. And he gets it in only 2 runs. And a nice shot to start the 20th over here between the Western Power and the Northern Kings of the Mazda Brisbane Premier League. Oh, and he's edged that back.
Rangaria grabs another wicket. It's the spinners who are doing the damage definitely today for the Kings.
The day to bowl
Rangaria and O'Neill in particular have bowled very, very well. 8 down now. Just about halfway through the final over here for the Western Power.
Few balls remain in the 20th. Just out of the hands of Gopi. That's well. Gopi got out previously. That's played away nicely. They'll run hard. It's done alright. Over and innings to a close. And there's a dog on the field, so I can't see that on camera, but Western Power's mascot dog. Oh! It slapped back at Gopi, went for the court and bowled. It would have been a great take. Oh!
That's excellent fielding from the deep. A direct hit, and again the umpire says no. One legal delivery left in the innings here for the Western Power.
Yes, this is the last ball. So Donald White face it after narrowly surviving a direct hit from Big Sammy Wilson at long off. Gopi floats it up. I'm going to get a single. There you go.
Another run out attempt there on the final ball.
All happening. That's 20 overs come to a close. The Western Power have done well in recovery in those last few overs. They'll end with 135. Highlights. Simple.
After 20 overs, the Western Power have finished their innings at 8 for 135. Some good hitting in the last 4 overs. Got up to a decent total, but some excellent bowling from both Rangaria and O'Neill did damage right through that middle order for the Northern Kings, and they need 136 from their 20 overs to win.
Kings bowling attack. Rob Fitzgerald, 4 overs, 1 for 33. Joseph Pratt, 4 overs, 1 for 26. Jack O'Neill, absolutely spectacular bowling from Jack O'Neill, 4 overs, 3 for 19. Goku with 4 overs, 3 for 33. Calvin Cochran, 2 overs, none for 8. Indy, 2 overs, none for 13. You'll never see a lack of confidence from Northern Kings players.
What have we got, 10?
Yeah. I wondered who was not giving runouts. I should have known. Ah! And we'll have a short break before the Northern Kings take the field. Obviously with a change up in batting lineup with Andrew Grode taking up AFL.
Right. How many they end up getting? 135. Yeah, I believe it. Stand by.
Batters, you guys want anything? You're all good.
A couple of throws.
Yeah.
Right, down leg, that shot.
Coops, Scotty P, you want anything? Will say, Tommy,
I'm good to go, mate.
I'm good.
All good.
It's easy to go.
Yeah, in the middle of it's just snowball. Like I said, for me, it's just like, I'm just going to knock lights off. It's so unattractive, it's such shit, but it's just a lot of
Your finger on sleeve.
Just try and get wickets by them and make mistakes. No, I'm on board. Sometimes it's walking in.
Go, Brandon.
Going by myself.
Lads. Good. That's how race when you like to race. Yeah, that's size. I think that's it.
Wait, 30? There's that. That's mine, eh?
What's that?
There's that. Yeah. Who did that? I think
Here we go. Northern Kings heading out. Chase down. 136 to win. It's not going to be a straightforward attack. The bowling attack for Western Power is very, very good.
Get it off before you're.
And they will be fired up to defend this total. Especially with nowhere to go to Greece for the Kings. But Josh Brown, who in the last game the Northern Kings played, did hit the first 100 of the Brisbane Premier League, thanks to Mazda. Many a Mazda Maxim involved.
Opening the batting for the Northern Kings, Josh Brown and Jack Cooper. 136 to win from their 20 overs for the Northern Kings.
Opening the batting in the absence of Andrew Go. That's a good ball to start. Sean Ludder is the bowler. He's bowled very well in this tournament. So not much success in the wickets column, but I think he's definitely helped his teammates get wickets with his very intimidating pace bowling. Continues to Brown. That is a great ball. Brown's somehow to keep that out as he gets jammed up by the
I think we were going to put it behind the side screen.
Charging. And there's Josh Brown doing what Josh Brown does. 6
One way to get off the mark. 6 runs, Josh Brown.
That is textbook Josh Brown batting. Boundary by 10 metres with absolute ease. Just lent on that one over. What's Lutta got in response here? Brown shows his class there and just runs that away. That's why he has the only 100 so far in the Brisbane Premier League. It's why he is so touted amongst Queensland Premier League cricket circles. And why the Northern Kings are so keen to get spending over $700,000 of their salary cap on the big bison for number 14. Continue now to Cooper. It's a nice shot from Cooper and a misfield. No way you want to start with the Western Power.
4 runs, productive first over here for the Northern Kings.
This is Northern Kings batting at its finest, aggressive. With 1 ball to go in the over. He's got 11 off it so far. Lutta want to make something happen this ball. Close this over out and a positive light for himself. Oof. He's put a bit wider outside off. Cooper's.
A very good start for the Northern Kings after the first over. They are 1 for 11. We'll need 136 to the Western Power. Here on the Premier League. Thanks to Major. Major partner of the Brisbane Premier League team this morning.
All getting ready here at the Brisbane. And Brown goes very big. That's what you have Josh Brown in your lineup for.
Another over and another 6.
Easy. Hopefully you can still hear what's going on as we have a solid game in place. Camera crews. Such a That is a little bounce back up there. He's stuck it in short. You can't let that happen. Watch out for the cars. Brown has put that in the car park. Brown has his third maximum. Not the way the Western Power wanted to start this. Bryn Llewellyn, not the way he wanted to start this first over. The first 2 balls, they both had to be fetched from over the boundary, and that one was That's a lovely shot from Josh Brown. 2 aggressive ones. He's just worked that ball through a point and will take 2 runs. Already off this over, 3 balls in. Llewellyn, a good ball there. Brown gives it respect. Played away nicely from Brown, and that'll be 4 more. The big man is feeling it today. He must have a brunch date here on this beautiful Sunday, because he's not waiting around at all. He is 25 off just 9 pitches. One more ball left. Andrew Gay carrying the scorecard. He would much rather be colouring some willow this morning. Watching Josh Brown do what Josh Brown does. That damn well could be in the Air Force Base. 6 more to Josh Brown.
2 overs down and the score is 9 for 35 for the Northern Kings.
Josh Brown is 31 off just 10 balls.
Josh Brown has raced to 31 off 10 deliveries.
This guy is absolutely a star. What does Sean Butter and the Western Kings do? Harry Wood is pointing, he's trying to make us down. But Jack Cooper on strike here. Although he is 4 off 2, he's probably the one that would prefer to have on strike. That's short and wide.
The wide start to third over. Northern Kings 1 for 35 at the same time in there, and Western Power 1 for 5.
Now needed to find something to stem this Northern. Not doing it again. And another wide. Not the way the Western Power come out and this time. Well behind the subs. Does Cooper goes after it. The field is going to do well. Running from Big John Brown, love it too. Cooper showing he has no issues being aggressive as well. Really leaning in to his batting. Short. Cooper's gone after it. He's going to try and slap it away. Completely missed it. Brown quickly tells him, just work it over for it. Use the pace. Straight through. Jack Cooper down. That crossed as well. Flooded took the pace off. And another drop ball. So the start didn't go the way the Power would like. 2 dot balls, a bit more pressure. Short, Cooper slapped it. And that's 4 runs. So
That's a lovely ball shot. Just
when you think the pressure's getting a little bit in and over,
this fast start for the Northern Kings continuing.
instantly release it. Talk about making the most of the hour. It's sensational batting. 43. And there's still 2 balls to go here in the third over. Tried to work that away from the hand, does not go well. Gee, he cleaned that up very comfortably. In the end, Brindle does brilliantly, chasing it down.
All right!
And the Northern Kings push through three. What should have been a dot ball ends up being 3 more runs. It is all going the way of the Northern Kings. Butter though, if anyone's going to bring it back, sure Butter would be the man. Bangs it in short to Brown, and just can't quite get it. Loves to play that back foot shot over cover. Builds up, he's gone from there, but Butter wins that small entanglement.
3 overs down for the Northern Kings.
Right now, the Northern Kings are.
And they are none for 46 after 3.
46 after 3.
Going out about
Jack
15
Cooper, 13 off 7 ball.
Chasing
The story is Josh Brown once again, 31 off 11 to start this game.
None for 46, and at the same time in the powers innings they were none for 15, so a very rapid start here for the Northern Kings.
We'll see Connor Wheel. Definitely no let off as far as pace is involved. Well, quick, but all the word coming off from the players of the field. And I just had a quick chat with Mr. Lane before the owners of the pitch. Played quite slow. Connor Wheel on the left armour. Guess that one through to Goth, I'll take that.
Back for the first time today wearing number 12, Connor Wheel.
Again. Very wide. Hey, they call it a drop ball. Quite a lot. My time. Gilligan. Cooper has slapped that.
That's a lovely shot over covers for 4 runs.
That is sensational power batting from the Northern.
That's the 50 up for the Northern Kings.
50 rolls up.
That's the 4th over.
We're in the 4th over. It is all Kings. Power need a wicket, they need it soon. Organised the Brisbane Premier League was here at the start of this stream. We did briefly talk about the effect no Andrew Goad might have at the top of this Kings lineup, but there has been no let off. Jack Cooper has stepped into that role, and by gosh has he stepped into it. Wheel to continue. Cooper's gone after that, but he hasn't quite got it. We'll just roll out to long on. It's Bryn Llewellyn out there. It's just one. So here's the real test for Connor Wheel. Where do you bowl to Josh Brown? This is a you must get your line and length right situation for Josh.
Yeah, I actually know
Brown gives himself some room and slaps it. That is 6 more. Once again, this ball is going to be fetched from the car park. Tell you what, Josh Brown is not concerned about a 7:30 start here at Ivor Marsden Oval. He's doing what he does every game. Controlled aggression. And once again, we have a slight break as they try and find the ball in the car park. I, for one, am glad I didn't park in that part of the car park today. Well, if you are watching at home, you are getting to watch an absolute spectacle.
Just a reminder, folks, if you are just arriving at the grounds today, as a spectator or a player or official, please make sure you check in with the Queensland Government QR codes.
They've got it.
They are right around the grounds and help us stay COVID safe here at the Mazda Brisbane Premier League. Currently on field 2 we have the Power taking on the Kings. Over on field 3 the Marlins up against the Magic.
Last ball the over
Should be
here,
a cracking game as well.
Conwell's got to find something here. There you go. Fielder coming back here to third man and then also dropping out at point. Mid-wicket man coming out. You've got to think this is short and wide outside off stump. Or absolute foxing. There we go, Connor Wheel. And that's a wide. Potentially a make-up wide for the one that wasn't called earlier in the over. On the wheel to Josh Brown here. Last ball the over once again. That's a great ball from Connor Wheel. It's come back at Josh Brown just a touch through the air, and that is a dot ball to end an over that was once again heavy on the runs. 12 off it. 4 overs gone, none for 58. And the Power might be very happy to see the end of this power play.
4 overs down for the Northern Kings. They are chasing 136 to win today. And after 4 overs, they are none for 58, going at around 14.5 runs per over.
Bryn Llewellyn on the long on to long on duties.
Cooper is 18 not out, Brown 37 not out. Good start for these Northern Kings
Key
openers.
wicket takers in this tournament at the moment. And the Western Power need him to do just that right now. I'd love to see the back of Josh Brown. And we've only Jack Cooper. And he's cut that away. Oh, and a misfield. It is all going wrong for the Western Power here. This is not what they would have wanted to be seeing. Just not going their way. Donald White wheels around. Cooper as well. 4 more.
That's 4 more runs.
Even with the 4 men on the boundary, they are picking the gaps with ease here. Unfortunately, for the Power, some of the gaps are through their fielders' hands. But that was straight in the gap between long on and square leg. And now that short mid wicket becomes a deep mid wicket. Donald White needs to try something else here. He's on short and wide outside off stump. Jack Cooper's tried to make something happen. And in the end, they'll get a single just fielded by Donald White close in on the outside. This is the wicket the Power need. Josh Brown. Donald White is the wicket taker. Let's see what happens. He's taking the pace off, and it's a lovely shot by Josh Brown, and that is 4 more to the
That's beautiful bracketing, 4 more runs.
This is sensational batting. That was beautiful control from Josh Brown. He was 41 off just 14 deliveries. The crowd starts to form as the word goes around that Brown's on one. Oh, it's in the air. It's going to fall safe. First opportunity. And it's going to end up being 4 runs off the edge of Josh Brown.
Back-to-back 4s to Josh Brown.
Absolutely everything is going the way of Josh Brown here at Ivan Marsden Oval. Last ball of the over for Donald White. It has not been an over he'll want to think back on too much. 17 off so far. That's a lovely ball. Brown's done well to whip it away off his legs. And you can probably hear in the background the support from the Northern Kings team. They're loving watching these two men bat as they push through for 2 more. 19 come off that over. 77 runs up to 5 overs. Power play, non-power play, it doesn't matter. This is the Northern Kings world, and we are all living
5 overs down now for the Northern Kings, and they are none for 77. Chasing 136 for the win.
They are already 5 overs in, and the Northern Kings
Current run rate after 5 overs for the Kings is 15.4 per over.
They're going at over 15 and over. Right. Connor Wheel to continue. It's Jack Cooper. Great ball from Connor Wheel.
Come on, Kurt.
Jack Cooper's just dug it away from the
Till the end, Kurt.
Puts Josh Brown on strike. What's the game plan here? Connor Wheel to Josh Brown. Slower ball to full toss. Brown has crushed it through cover. There is a sweeper out there. And he'll get it in just 2 runs. Just ran now 49. Rounds to bring up his 50 aggressively. Great shot from Josh Brown. It'll be a single, but it'll be enough.
That's 50 up to Josh Brown off 19 deliveries. Very handy start
The
for the
number
Northern
one
Kings.
run scorer in the Brisbane Premier League continues to score runs.
They got kicked out.
Jack Cooper has slapped that. He's nearly taken out Josh Brown's ankles. And he rushes away for a single down the wall. Both these boys are hitting the ball very, very hard.
Just so we could. It was basically a pre-season first. And just so we got from half to the 6 and we worked it out. It's just like, when I get the guys, it's like yellow,
Brown, hit hard and straight again.
So what they try to do is
Take one more. Cooper's looking for it too, but Josh Brown is more than happy to take the single and keep a strike as the over comes to a close. The over that saw Josh Brown bring up another 50 for this tournament. And the Northern Kings are
6 overs
83
down, and the score is none for 83.
after just 6 overs.
Josh Brown's 50 coming up in that over from just 19 deliveries. The Brisbane Premier League would like to thank Mazda, major partner of the Brisbane Premier League Seniors Tournament, and
He's now
4x
faced
official
20
dealer of the
deliveries.
BPL.
He's 51 off 20. He has hit 3 4s and 5 6s. Jack Cooper is 29 off 16. He's found the boundary 5 times. Donald White. He's the man the power will be looking for a wicket from. He's bowling right now to Josh Brown.
the two games are essentially the same. It's just so
Brown just chips that down here a little more. Happy to take the single. Happy to keep the score rolling. As we've said, it's a beautiful day for cricket here at Ivan Marsden Oval for the Master Premier League. And if you ask them all, it's a great day to bat. Jack Cooper's gone after that. It's Ariel Llewellyn's coming around and has taken a spectacular catch.
It was
Unfortunately,
going to take something very special to break that opening
camera
partnership, and
for
that
you,
catch was
but
just
Josh-
that. That was excellent in the
Bryn
outfield.
Llewellyn has taken one of the great
Played plenty of ground to his
outfield
right, had to
catches.
get
He
down
moved
low.
around to his right. Dove, took it low to the ground. And Jack Cooper's innings
The first wicket goes down.
comes to a
The
close.
score
It's been a
84.
fantastic
1
innings.
for 84
Somewhat
in the 7th
overshadowed.
over for the Northern Kings, chasing down 136 for
Somewhat
the win
overshadowed
against the
by the
Western
hitting
Power.
we're seeing from Josh Brown, but Jack Cooper has batted very well.
That's a very handy start there from Jack Cooper in partnership with Josh Brown.
Scott Palumbo making his way out here, back from the Gold Coast Dolphins. He does his same routine he does every time he walks out, where he does a few stretches, a little bit of a run, a few straight drives, very reminiscent of Stephen Smith. Donald White got the wicket. We said they needed the wicket. They got the wicket. Jack Cooper now in the sheds, who is batting very, very well. But Josh Brown is still there. And this Kings lineup is not short on bats.
New batsman out in the middle for the Northern Kings is Scott Palumbo.
Here's a single to Josh Brown. Josh Brown has been destructive. Only 6 dot balls in his whole innings. He is absolutely smoking. And White to continue. First ball to Palumbo. And Palumbo's just going to work it away, opens up the face. And great running there from Josh Brown. Keeps the scoreboard ticking over, gets his teammate off strike. Gets Scott Palumbo's innings underway here. And Donald White now to Josh Brown as we watch the fielders move back onto the boundary. Brown to the nicely over cover. It's just a single. There is a man out there. I'll take the one. Brown inspects the toe of his bat. Back for anyone watching at home doesn't know, just Brown, that Cooper cricket bat in hand, he actually works that Cooper cricket, that is his day job, so it was safe to say he made that bat himself. Palumbo happily takes the dot ball. Won't be in any rush here.
7 overs down, and the score for the Northern Kings is
7 overs
1 for 87.
And the Kings.
In this clash against the Western Power. At the same time, the Power were 1 for 42. Just a reminder that the Northern Kings need 136 from their 20 overs to win here on field 2 in the Mazda Brisbane Premier League.
Connor Wheel to continue to Josh Brown. As we spoke about, we saw the Northern Kings get success with their spinners. Unfortunately, Bryn Llewellyn bowled a spin for Western Power, got destroyed by Josh Brown earlier. Wheel takes the pace off a bit, pitches out, bowls wide of the stumps. Brown doesn't get a lot of bat on it and rolls it away like we've seen. Scott Palumbo takes right. First time against ball. Sun's starting to beam down a little bit here, so the breeze is starting to pick up as it goes. Across the screen. Palumbo's sort of gone after that. Not very close to getting any sort of bat on that ball. On a wheel bowling a decent line across the right handers here, the left arm bowler. Palumbo. Palumbo's just going to play that out. Stop. Right there. Cover. Slight lull here in the Northern Kings innings after the wicket, and it's not going to happen too much. They are well ahead of the flying line. And here comes Connor. Palumbo decent cover field. That's a beautiful
shot. Beautiful cover drive from Palumbo. 4 runs.
That's what Scott Palumbo will do. He's not going to be Josh Brown and punish you with aggressive strokes. He's going to play real cricket shots. Pierce the field. He runs hard.
What's the number, Wilson?
It's the 8 over.
They're 92 off 7.4. happily lets that one go. He looks up at the umpire, but the umpire has not been.
Nah, we went okay last week.
Oh, did you? That first day.
First day was an absolute.
Did we actually score a ban?
I reckon we lost 2 to 8. Yeah. And 8 was like nothing. Yeah, it was some runs up.
Oh, we got to Colombo again. Looking at battle here. Yeah, it comes to a close, 93.
Eight overs down, and the Northern Kings are 1-for-93. Going at about 11.6 per over on the run rate. Just a reminder, a bonus point up for grabs here for the Kings if they could win this inside 16 overs. A really strong platform laid by Cooper and Brown at the top of the order, and now Colombo coming in to replace Cooper.
They're in a very, very strong position in order to do so. As we see Donald White to continue. This will be his third straight. Harry Wood really leaning on Donald White and Connor Wheel here, hoping that they can pick up another wicket. And there's a great Scott Colombo shot. Leans on it, opens his wrists, and an easy single. Brings Josh Brown on straight. And the question becomes is for Donald White, where do you bowl to Josh Brown? With all the support out here on the leg side, square leg, mid-wicket, mid-on, long one. That's a great ball from Donald White. Nothing Josh Brown can do. Just squeezes it out to the captain of the Western Power, Harry Wood, who's patrolling short cover on the inner ring.
Nice, Brownie.
Brownie's played that nicely. Well done in the field. One more this week. What's happening?
I'll probably older ones do that. That one's a fucking teeth back.
Bob for 95 here. Fairly comfortable at the moment.
Oh, Scotty.
All right!
Some good running. So that's a big part of Scott Colombo's game. His ability to find the gap, and he does run hard. The boys from the Gold Coast Wave Riders rolling in getting ready for their game. Donald White takes the pace up a bit and just pulls Scott Colombo a little bit, but not enough to remove the
Nine overs down now for the Northern Kings. They are 1-for-97.
Sean Ludden come back on.
Brisbane Premier League would like to get to Queensland cricket this spot. official catering partner of the BPL, and Sporex, official beer of the BPL. 1 for 97 after 9 is the score.
Brown's just going to clip it away. There is protection out there on the boundary, and that's just one more to this building Northern Kings score. And it gets them under 40 required. 39 needed to win this game. And they want to do it in the 7 over 2. Colombo just works that away for single as well. And let's say we're getting close. The call for the power surge. Colombo starts to get a bit set. Sure, Josh Brown is there for the power surge. There's a setback to take this boat. Still? Brown's gone after that. Hasn't quite got it how he wanted to.
All good, Brownie. Keep going, buddy.
Ready? Great support from his Northern Kings team, mate.
That's the 100 up for the Northern Kings after 9.3 overs.
Not announced, it's got Colombo. And that has absolutely done Scott Colombo in there. They're going to do some gardening, but that is a great ball from Sean Lutter. Having a kick up here. Somewhat of a relief from the hot sun for some of those players, I'd say. Certainly is for commentators. Colombo. And Colombo will just release the pressure with that little run off onto the onside. To Harry Wood there. One more to the score. Started to Brown. Brown's gone straight, he's gone hard. 6 runs. Well, that's long boundaries comes to a aggressive end as Josh Brown gets all of that ball. And there's the call coming out. And the umpire.
10 overs down, and the score is 1 for 107.
This will be Donald White's last over.
Really, really good batting here for the Northern Kings, and they're chasing 136 for the win.
And there's the call from the umpire. It is power surge time.
Current run rate is 10.7 and over, and if they want the bonus point in this match, the Kings will need to win it inside 16 overs.
And Josh Brown is obviously the man in order to do that. Colombo doing a great job supporting with 11 off 14. But Josh Brown will be the story here again for the Northern Kings. It's currently 65-29. So plenty of work to do. Jack Cooper was great in support early, 29 off 17, taking the role left by an injured Andrew Go. Donald White. Colombo works that off his head, and it's rolling away. There's 3 Western Powers people.
Nice placement for 4 runs for Scott Colombo.
4 more to the Northern Kings and Scott Colombo.
Very impressive. Joining Josh Brown in the middle. And the seventh over.
And that's the damage that you can see in the power save. It's not just the fielders not being in the deep or the ball over the top. It's if it pierces that in a ring, it's going to be hard to stop. And Colombo just rolls it out. It'll be a single. Bring the big bison, Josh Brown, back on strike. Josh Brown plays his trade in Queensland Premier Cricket. The North, well, quite a few of these Northern Kings players do. It's the opening batsman there, so he's batting for the City team with Queensland second in scored. The white along with Andrew Gove. It's a powerhouse team, the Northern Kings. Did predict them to win this tournament early on, and they're showing why here today. Oh, that is a great ball for Donald White. He's taken the pace off a bit, and Brown's missed it by 1.5 feet. And we buys. That was straight through everyone, that one. Colombo now on strike. Donald White. It's Donald White's last over. Colombo goes. That is a great shot over cover.
Over the covers, 4 runs, Scott Colombo.
Work by Scott Colombo. 4 more to his score. And 4 more to the Kings.
Especially if you can try
117.
Problem is,
And it's once again here's the field here.
And another boundary, 4 more for Colombo.
Scotty Colombo doing nicely here. This is great batting from Scott Colombo. It's not the fireworks of a Josh Brown, but he's picking his gaps, he's taking it very, very comfortably, and a beautiful aggressive shot over the cover. So hitting the ball hard, he's hitting those gaps. Spectacular batting. Gold Coast Dolphins. Well, White goes short, Colombo gets enough, but that might be 4 more. It's rolling away. Oh, great work. Great work by the fielder out there. No, it's got 4 more. What an over for Scott Colombo.
3 boundaries in a row for Scott Colombo. Excellent batting.
That'll get the Kings score to 125. For 1 wicket down. 18 runs coming off the first over.
11 overs down, and the score is 125. Back to 11 runs needed for the win now. For the win.
But here we go. Josh Brown's been and there's Josh Brown, it's very high. Brindle Llewellyn's chasing hard. And it's 4 more to Josh Brown's total.
That's 4 more to the total for Josh Brown.
Six runs to go. No, 8 runs to go. That was right, 6 runs to go. 7 runs. Ignore everything I've said. 7 runs to go. Brown's going to try and do it right here. There's 6 more.
Ball's up, 6 runs.
And scores are
And
tied.
that takes us to level scores. Game's all tied up at
Game is tied
1:35.
up here. What a game it's been for the Northern Kings. And once again, the story here will be Josh Brown, as it was last week when he got the first 100 of the Brisbane Premier League. Harry was bringing the field up just in case. Ladder. Oh, Brown takes that to the base. He's tried to put it away. That'll be a slight win for Sean Ladder. He'll take that. Brown was trying to put that back in the car park.
You would like that would be your take as a bowler. You would roll forward and have to. No, I'd have to street friend
And there's the glove. And oh, they don't go for the run. Good. Let it down again. Short again. Oh, and it's through the keeper. And that'll be all she wrote here. It'll be buys to bring it
And
up.
that is that here on field 2.
And the Kings have won
In
it.
the clash between
Here
the
in the
Western Power and the
12th
Northern
over.
Kings. The Kings winning inside the 12th over, and that is bonus point territory for them.
Jack Cooper, 29 off 17.
Congratulations to the not-out batsman.
28 off 19.
Josh Brown finishes 74 not out off 35 deliveries. Scott Colombo, 28 not out off 19 deliveries.
After he had 100 last week.
A very comfortable win for the Northern Kings. The bonus point win here against the Western Power on field 2 of the Brisbane Premier League.
The Kings say, who needs Andrew Goad?
There's a leadership skill. He's actually fine.
He's washed up, people say.
Who is he?
There's lots of calls of he's faking an injury, he's just out of form. But what a performance by the Northern Kings here as they continue to put their stamp on this Mazda Brisbane Premier League. Stay tuned, this oval's going to become the main oval, the KO oval. But it's been an absolute spectacle from the Northern Kings and especially Josh Brown. Yeah?
Sweet, mate. Thanks.
He's still a hat. Yeah.